Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another exciting session where we talk about stocks and direct equity. I am Sonam Punjabi from Tata Capital Moneyfi, and I'm delighted to guide you through today's discussion. I have a fantastic news for all our Moneyfi users. You can now start investing in stocks, IPOs, FNOs, commodities, and much more on direct equity. I am thrilled to introduce our guest today. Hi, Himanshu. You've been a regular guest on the platform
Hi,
now.
thank you.
Uh, and Himanshu is a SEBI registered research analyst and a presenter at Dhan. Welcome to the session, Himanshu, and thanks for
Thank you.
taking the time out.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, Himanshu, of course, the discussion today is going to be around ScanX. I hear that one of the most popular tools that you guys use that helps investors or even traders also to make an informed decision is this ScanX, right?
Right.
Can you walk us through this tool? How can one use it? If you can show us the dashboards, etc. also.
Yeah, sure. Rather, before even moving on to that, the ScanX, the platform, how does it look like and all. Prior to this, I would like to, sorry. Prior to this, I would like to, tell you the main problem or one of the main problems faced by the traders. So one of
Yeah.
the main problems that is faced by the traders is how to find out the regular feed of stocks, whether you are an investor or you are a trader. The biggest challenge in the front of a trader, especially, and also the investors for that matter, is like, for example, if you have purchased a stock today and it is about to hit the target. So where is the next stock? Where's the next feed? So like a
Correct.
businessman is always looking for the inventory, a trader is always looking for the new kind of stocks, like whether you are an intraday trader, swing, or a positional trader. So that is the main purpose of having this inbuilt scanner. Though there are many scanners which are available in the market, and you can find out certain stocks from there. But then the idea is कि जहां पर मेरा यूजर स्टॉक को ढूंढ रहा है, अगर वो वहीं से ही if he or she can make entire analysis there itself and execute the order then and there itself, so
Yeah.
there will be a less lag there. So that is why we wanted to build our own scanner, and happily speaking here that we have been able to do so, and that's a beautiful thing. Let me start sharing my screen, and so that I can show you uh, and my users how they can make a use of it. So this is ScanX. So this is our ScanX dashboard, and the link to this is scanx.trade. Even though a lot of features are absolutely free of cost for anyone who is not even an account holder with Dhan here, but then if you are an account holder with Dhan, then you can also create your own scanners. Allow me a second. When we click on this ScanX, you see a lot of windows here, and the most important highlight here in this ScanX thing is when you click on this live. I'm just clicking on live here because it is around 2 p.m. when we are recording this session, this webinar. It will start generating some live signals for me. Like for example, uh, you see these are the stocks which are giving me buy and sell signals for now. So you want bullish signals, you want bearish signals, you feel that the markets are only bullish today. So you want to remove the bearish signals, you can just click it here at the click of
Hmm.
a button. You will start getting all the bullish stocks. So regular feed of the stocks is there for intraday traders here. When you click on these insights here, there are so many insights that I would like to show here. Like
Yeah.
for example, this is a heat map.
Hmm.
As you can see, which of the stocks now currently today the market is up by approximately 40 points or so. But you want to find out, like hypothetically, you are an investor here and you want to find out which kind of stocks or which stocks today are deep down, and I want to accumulate some stocks today because I've got some money. So you
Hmm.
can just at the click of a button, you can find all the stocks which are down today. Like for
Yeah.
example, JSW Steel is down by almost a percent, or Adani Ports is down by more than a percent today. Not just Nifty 50, you can do the same thing for Nifty next 50 stocks also. Like all the
Yeah.
stocks which are up today. So these are all the ones which are down today. At the same time, the ones which have significantly gained in value today are these ones. Now see, for example, at a click of a button, hypothetically, this is IRFC, this is, let us say, IRCON, this is, for example, Texmaco. So looking at this window, you will be able to know, hypothetically, a couple of days ago, I found out certain stocks, ICICI Pru, then SBI Live, then HDFC AMC. So I got the signal that there is something which is cooking in the financial sector right now.
Yeah.
I can focus on these stocks. So these are the insights that you can get from all these kind of, for example, you are a mid cap investor, you can simply click on all the mid cap stocks, and the ones which are in focus today, you can find out all the stocks at the click of a button here. So
Yeah, with the color themes used, I think it's a good visual aid also when we are using this tool.
yeah. And it will take you, it will help you take decisions very, very quickly. So,
Absolutely.
like for example, as I can see that Marico is up today. At the same time, for example, if I see Britannia is also up today, or at least I can see that Kolpal is up today. So I can make out, like for example, there is something cooking in FMCG sector today. So these are
Yeah.
some of the insights. Then apart from this, even if you look at, even if you want to know whether Nifty is currently undervalued, overvalued, or what. So I'm just clicking on this market valuation, and again at the click of a button, let me hide Bank Nifty here, and I only want to see Nifty. So see, Nifty's valuation has come down from a PE of around 44 or so, 42 or so, to approximately, let us say, 19. So this will clearly tell me that the market has become kind of undervalued. And broadly, for the last couple of years, it is trading in this range. So whenever it goes around, let's say 20, and I'm not sharing any recommendation here, but then the idea is that an analyst can know that if it is trading around 20 or so, then it is undervalued, or if it is trading around 24 or so, it
Yeah.
can be called as overvalued. So this way you can analyze Nifty, Bank Nifty, and also you can add based on PE ratio, PB ratio, dividend yield. Not just this, you can add more indices also. Like for example, you can also add uh, Nifty Financial Services. If you want to check for Nifty Financial Services, you can see it is currently trading like kind of undervalued kind of thing. So
Yeah.
these are some of the things that you can easily do. Even you want to check the FIA and the DIA data, you can check it directly from here. And all the
Absolutely, because Himanshu, for a lot of users on MoneyFi, valuation is one of the critical aspects for decision making, right? Whether they are traders or investors.
undoubtedly for
So I
anyone.
think that way it comes in very handy, this platform.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, absolutely, yes. So, I mean, if you, even if you want to know at a click of a button that which stocks are there which are entering into the ban period, so any future and options trader would be happy knowing this information, because we have to do a lot of Google search for finding all this information, or we have to go through NSE's website and all to find out this information. But at the click of a button, you can get all these data, not just very easily, but at the same time, you are able to analyze everything very quickly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a beautiful piece of information here on our platform.
Yeah. So, Himanshu, I hear a lot of our MoneyFi users, either they prefer, some of our users prefer, say, ready-to-use solutions, while
Hmm.
some of the others, prefer creating their own dashboards, their own scanners. So, is that something that is a possibility on ScanX?
Undoubtedly, that was the main idea behind building all these things. So, for example, for a beginner like me who started his journey around 17 years ago, so that point in time, we used to struggle finding all these kind of scanners. Like, for example, even if I know that, let us say, uh, whenever the 50 period EMA crosses above 200 period EMA, then it's a buy signal, hypothetically.
Okay.
Now, I need to find out all the stocks which are following this criteria. So what we can do is, what we have done actually here is, there are so many screeners that are ready-made available for our beginner users here. I mean, anyone who is starting their journey. Now, for
Yeah.
example, you see there are technical screeners with golden crossover. The strategy which I just mentioned is
Yeah.
called golden crossover. So whenever in any of the stock, whenever this kind of thing happens, it is showing me all those kind of stocks where 50 period EMA is crossing above a certain period of EMA. Now you want to modify this. For example, first, you want to sort it by market cap. You can sort it by market cap. As you can see, I have done it here. So the biggest company here is PFC. The second biggest is Macrotech, then ITI, JK Cement, etc., and Action Construction. But you want to invest in only small cap companies, which is showing you this information. Just click on this button. It will show you companies with a market cap of 8 crore rupees. Again, it's a personal choice that someone wants to choose a large cap company or a small cap company. Or even if you want to find out the undervalued companies out of them, then you can find out the companies which have a lower price to earning multiple, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So that
Good
is
that
how
we
you
have
can
so
find
many
out.
filters because otherwise, so much information overload can also become overwhelming for decision
Yes,
making. So, these
yes.
filters really help.
Yeah, so you can customize these filters as per your own risk appetite, as per
Hmm.
your own requirement. So you may want to keep some certain filters, you may want to remove certain filters. For example, you want all the stocks which are available only on NSE or BSE for that matter, or you want to find out all the stocks which are part of only uh, let's say Nifty 200 or Nifty 500. So it will start showing you only those stocks so that you do not get biased with the excess of data available, because it, as you rightly mentioned, it becomes highly overwhelming for a beginner to look at all these data at one point in time. I mean, uh, looking at everything together is very, very overwhelming. So yeah, there are screeners available. And let me tell you something very interesting here. It is not just that we have the technical screeners here. Also, if you are an intraday trader, you have all the intraday screeners here. Like for example, which are the stocks which have formed open is equal to low today. I mean, the stock opened at low and then started going up. Now, even if you want to check this data at around 9:30 or so, you will be able to find out that currently RVNL is up by 2.5 or 3% or so. But in the morning, had you checked this data, it was up by only 0.5%. So you could have stocks readily available with you for trading intraday. So you have technical screeners, you have intraday screeners, you have certain screeners for candlesticks also, like for example, bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing. Not just this, we have the fundamental screeners also. So all these kind of screeners, for example, I want to find out the stocks which are forming a bullish engulfing. That's a kind of technical analysis parameter in candlesticks. So you want to find out all the stocks, they are on your fingertips. And also, if you want to find out, you want to change certain criteria. For example, you want to find out all these stocks which are only in the top 500 companies. So these are the stocks. And not just this, you can add certain filters, you can modify certain filters. Uh, at the same time, you can save these scanners also. Like for example, we can save it as uh, Moneyfy underscore one, and we are done. So I can go to my screens here, and you will be able to see all my
Interesting.
scanners here. So these
Yeah.
can be fundamental, technical, whatsoever.
So, Himanshu, this can be done only for stock level, or is there a, say, market macro trends also can be seen here, or is it only for stocks?
So the market macro trends can be seen through insights. As I
Insights.
showed you that which
Hmm.
of the stocks are undervalued, which ones are overvalued, and which index is currently performing. As you can see, we can sort it by, like for example, uh, in the last 3 months, what has happened in the stock market. This is
Understood.
Nifty 50, which looks more of a reddish kind of thing. But if you check it for, let us say, Nifty 200, then it may present a certain different picture. So yeah, I mean, this can be done through insights, but then at a screener level, at a screener ends, we have stocks.
Understood. So, basically, this tool takes care of both the requirements, even if I want to
Yes,
create my own one or if I want to refer to the ready-made scanners that are available.
yes, undoubtedly. So because a trader or an investor need to look at both the things simultaneously, so we have both
Yeah.
the things to be taken care of.
Yeah, because my goals of investing could be very different, so I can customize
Compared
it
to,
to
yes,
my.
absolutely. So some of us can be an intraday trader, some of us can be some of us want to trade using technical analysis, while other may want to take a short term trade based on fundamentals. You may want to look at the price action thing, for example candlestick pattern, while I may be more inclined towards indicators, so I can use some indicators there. So all these things, because we all are different, and anyways it is strongly recommended that everyone should be having their own investment philosophy or the trading strategy, और उन्हीं सबकी needs को fulfill करने के लिए it has been made very very versatile and very very robust, so that everyone can put their own conditions.
Understood. So, brings us to the last question, almost, Himanshu, that a lot of times we are struggling that what are the fundamentally strong stocks or which has solid potential for growth, which has maybe also favorable technical setups. So, how do we find out stocks uh, for
Okay.
decision making? What makes it to the portfolio?
So what I have understood from your question is that you have not been able to fulfill your condition through the ready-made
Yeah.
scanners, and you want to generate your own condition, for example.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So let me take my viewers here to create screen here. And in less than 2 minutes, I will create a couple of screens for you. For example, you are a fundamental analyst and I am a technical analyst. Now let me create a first screen for you, and I'm adding certain conditions. For example, I can be wrong also, but then I personally feel that a good company is the one, hypothetically, a good company is the one that has always seen its sale growing. So if the company is growing in terms of revenue, that means the people need that product. For example, people are using Zomato, people are using Swiggy, Reliance Industries, TCS, etc. So let me add one condition, for example, revenue growth. So
Okay.
you want to find out all the companies which have been growing in revenue in the last
Yeah.
1 year, last 3 years, and last 5 years. So I just clicked on those buttons. I want the companies which have grown in the last 1 year by 15%.
Okay.
Out of that, I want to shortlist only those companies which have been growing consistently at 15% for the last 3 years also, and the last 5 years also. Now see, out of almost 5,000 companies, if you
Yeah.
look at the bottom, just in case you are able to see this number,
Yeah.
it has shortlisted 274 companies.
Okay.
Now you add one more condition and you say that I want the company which has a revenue of at least 1,000 crore rupees. I do
Okay.
not want a smaller company. Now I added one more condition. You are left with 122 companies.
Yeah.
So you have got all the companies at a, I mean, I think I have taken less than 1 minute, and that too when I was also explaining to my viewers. So you can imagine that any trader or any investor would actually require less than 15 to 30 seconds to make these kind of screeners for themselves. And this is going to help them for their entire life. You can now save these screeners, like for example, uh, Moneyfy underscore first fundamental screen. Now I have saved this. I go to this screen. Now this is my screen, and every day or every week or whenever I want to, I can use these kind. I mean, I can just come to this screen. No need to
Yeah.
even run something. You already have this list available with you. So every time the number will be different because there will be different companies growing at a different pace.
And the
But then
stocks will keep getting updated in the dashboard
automatically, you do not even have to click on any button, as
real
in
time.
yeah. And you are a fundamental participant, but at the same time, I am a technical participant. And let us say there is some other guy, my viewer A, he or she wants to track fundamental as well as technicals. It's not that you can make a fundamental or technical screener. If
Okay.
I want to add certain conditions in this,
Mm-hmm.
I can add the technical conditions in the same thing. For example, I want to add EMA. So I want my stock to be trading above, let us say 20-day EMA or 20
Okay.
period EMA. So I want 20-day EMA to be less than the price, which means the price is greater than 20 period EMA, which means technically speaking, the prices are up in the last 20 days. So these companies are growing, and these fundamentally and also technically, these companies are gaining momentum.
Yeah.
Now, the most interesting part, let me take you to the most interesting part. Now, hypothetically, you have got just 10 companies, for example, and you want to buy these 10 companies in your portfolio. No need to go anywhere. Simply click buy button here. Or if you want to check a chart of this company, you can simply click on trading view. It will open a chart for you as it is opening here. And it shows me that in the last 20 days the prices are going up, so they are
Yeah.
trading at a decently high level, rather an all-time high level. So the prices are going up, and also it's a fundamentally sound company. You can catch the momentum also, and you can catch the fundamentally sound companies also. Now you can
Yeah.
just save these changes in the screener, and we are sorted. So we can make a
Superb.
separate screener for technicals, separate for fundamental, or a mixture of both of them. So that's the beauty of this robustness of this scanner, the ScanX.
Super. Thanks for taking us through this, Himanshu. And this brings us to the end of our session. It's been a fantastic discussion on ScanX. It's a wonderful tool. I suggest all our users to go through our Moneyfy app, log into Dhan, and utilize this tool for decision making. Thank you, Himanshu, for taking the time out and sharing your expertise
Thank you.
today.
Thank
And
you
a
so
big
much.
thank you to all of you for watching and hope you found this session valuable. In case you have any doubts on this session, of course, you can comment below and we will take care of all the queries. And we have a plenty of sessions coming up more. And thanks for joining on and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thanks for
joining the
having me.
webinar,
Thank you so much.
Himanshu.
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.